For those of you who haven't read what I've written in City Watch or read what I said in the LA Times, I think Thursday, where I talked about whether or not we actually need a Department of Neighborhood Empowerment. The answer to that question is we need a Department of Neighborhood Empowerment, but we need one that works. Okay? I've been doing this for 8 years. On February 5th, I'll mark the 8th year of my election as a member of a neighborhood council board. Okay? I have been through Greg the Visionary, Lisa the Enforcer, and Bangwan, whose fate remains to be seen. Couple of things. I think the department is moving in the right direction. I don't think that cutting the department to 17 positions is necessarily a bad thing, because it can focus them perhaps on some key missions. I've had conversations with Bangwan. I've told him the same thing. Do one thing correctly. Do one thing right. Don't worry about the rest of the stuff. Pick something, focus on it, and do it right. And maybe in a year from now, things will ease up a little, and we can add a second thing that's done right. Okay? I want to talk a little about what the CAO said in his report that came out yesterday, which I stayed up till midnight to read. It's a very interesting document, section 13E, the 3 pages where he talks about cutting the Department of Neighborhood Empowerment by about 50% and neighborhood council funding by 100%. This is exactly backwards. The core of this system is not the department. It is the neighborhood councils. I would point out that they are both in Article 9 of the city charter, but it says the functions of the department after 5 years can be transferred elsewhere. It doesn't say you can eliminate the neighborhood councils. And that is something that I think we all need to focus on and remember as we go forward Monday and Tuesday and into next week. My feeling about this is that we need to stand up first for ourselves, for the neighborhood councils, okay? The department cannot save us, but we can save ourselves. And if we're really, really good, maybe we can save the department. But I think we have to have our priorities in the right place. And as far as I'm concerned, it's not about taking $40,000 or $35,000 or $30,000 or giving up the rollover. It's about, we want our damn money. We want all of it. We want our rollover. And we want you to understand that collectively the volunteers, the thousands of us who are in this system, are actually worth more to the city than a single parking meter. Because if you look at what the CAO says, we're not. Okay? This is a guy that's basically, to give you an analogy, if he were in charge of healthcare, his recommendation would be we can save half the hospitals if we get rid of all the doctors and nurses. Okay? That's essentially what's being proposed here. Okay? I mean, that tells you what the CAO sees as our value in this city. Okay? So that's what I want everybody to concentrate on. You can get angry, you can get depressed, you can get whatever you get, but you can't get scared. Okay? The real power, as demonstrated last May in City Council, resides with us. We showed up with 120 people and we made it clear. And I think that's what we need to do going forward. I would hope that we can bring the department with a new focus and a new attitude along with us. But I think first we need to take care of ourselves.